Governor Kathy Hochul has been holding press conferences, issuing press releases, posting videos, assuring the public that she feels the pain of New Yorkers struggling with the crushing cost of living. But left unmentioned in all the political grandstanding is the governor's own role in inflicting the pain in the first place. So the Public Service Commission, which has approved massive rate hikes far beyond the rate of inflation, is ultimately a creature of the governor. The Public Service Commissioners answer to the governor who appoints them. So even though Governor Hochul claims to be a champion of utility consumers, the Hochul rate hikes tell a different story. Governor Hochul's Public Service Commission has approved a cumulative rate increase of 39.4% on the National Grid customers of New York City. During the 3-year rate hike, a National Grid customer will pay a total rate increase of $1,431.30. Even after the 3-year rate increase, a National Grid customer will forever pay $742.56 more per year on top of any new increases. Governor Kathy Hochul's Public Service Commission has not only approved excessive rate increases against the National Grid customers of New York City, it has also approved excessive gas delivery charges against the Con Ed customers of New York City. The Con Ed charges are so excessive that the cost of gas delivery has become more expensive than the gas itself. Con Ed charges as much as 200% more for gas delivery than National Grid. How can that be? These rate increases are unsustainable. Working class New Yorkers cannot afford them. Yet Governor Hochul's Public Service Commission insists on imposing them. There is an imbalance of power between utilities and working class New Yorkers. The utilities have infinitely more lawyers and lobbyists than working class New Yorkers do. What is needed now more than ever is an independent, fully empowered office of the consumer advocate, which would level the playing field for working class New Yorkers. Governor Hochul has a history of vetoing legislation that would establish an independent office of the consumer advocate. And when asked about her opposition, she has deceptively described the legislation as quote unquote duplicative. That claim couldn't be further from the truth. Unlike New York's Utility Intervention Unit, which has limited utility, an independent and fully empowered office of the consumer advocate would have the authority and the autonomy to issue subpoenas, conduct investigations, and initiate litigation on behalf of working class New Yorkers. An empowered and effective consumer advocate needs all of those authorities. Yet New York's Utility Intervention Unit, despite its best efforts, has none of them. An independent office of the consumer advocate would represent a seat at the table for the more than 7 million ratepayers in the state of New York.